Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Carrie from Carrie Counts Cash. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been a hot minute since I've gotten anything up with my trip to Nova Scotia, and then just when I got back, heading straight into work and Father's Day and yard work and things like that. I just really haven't caught a break. If you guys own a property, you know that there's always something to do around here, whether it's a lot of work or not. It really just seems to pile up. So I've had that going on, and I'm trying to deal with the cysts on my fingers that I mentioned in a previous video. I say that and people think that they're gross, but you can't even really see them very well. This one you maybe can, if the camera would friggin' focus. It's kind of rounded on that corner there on the right corner. And then this one's kind of cysted out. So it's made mobility very hard. I can only bend my finger to there. And very painful. So I'm just waiting to hear back from surgery for that. And hopefully I'll know within a couple weeks and at least be moving forward with consults and things, because it's made life a little bit difficult. And I admit that sometimes in the evening I'm just in so much pain that filming and playing with my envelopes and things like that is not really what I want to do. But today we're going to do something a bit different to make up for the fact that it's been a little while. We are going to do a budget with me. That's really exciting. I did show you my budget when I went to Nova Scotia, but really it already stuffed. But this we're going to work through together. Now bear with me, it's a little bit awkward the way I have to hold the pen to write. Things aren't very neat, but I'm gonna do it, and you guys can laugh if you want to. I'm not wearing my splint today. I usually do wear one for support 24/7 now, but it makes things a bit too awkward when I'm writing or doing anything here. So for the sake of transparency, I'm going to say that this is what I actually did get paid from the hospital. So I got paid $2,170.63 this week. I didn't do any overtime this week, but I will have some on my next paycheck. And then I did some education today, which today's Wednesday, the 22nd here. So you'll be able to see that. Hopefully next week, and we'll have a little bit more to stuff, but we do have a fair amount because after my mortgage was taken out, which I always leave that in the bank, I get paid on Thursdays, and my mortgage comes out that very next day, so I just like to leave that there. And my buffer, I saw somebody here on YouTube, I can't remember who it was, what she does is she rounds her number after all of her deductions and stuff down to the nearest 10 or 5. So really after my mortgage it would have ended up $18.78. So I rounded down to $18.75, and this $3.09 additionally left over was what I put into my buffer this week. So I started out this week at $47.44 in my checking account, and I added the additional $3.09 for a buffer going forward of $50.53. And I really like that method, so I think that's what I'm going to do to keep building that up slowly. And I don't need a whole lot of money in there because I do have my credit card, of course, I can use, and I'm pretty on it with most of my payments, with the exception of a subscription that I completely forgot I had that kind of smacked me in the face this month, but we can talk about that as we go. So this week we're going to be budgeting $1,875 of my hospital income, plus another $42 that I had just from a random check that I got off of a grocery app that I use, or that I used to use, I stopped using. So in total, we're going to be budgeting for $1,917. Now, excuse me, I kind of live on a busy cul-de-sac, and the windows are open. It's a gorgeous day, so if you hear a lot of outside noise, I apologize. So let's get into it. We're going to budget with this number in mind, $1,917. And I will say that even though I get paid on the 23rd, so tomorrow, you guys probably will not be seeing this stuffing until later It'll be probably Monday, Tuesday when this video, when my stuffing video comes up. You will see this video. I'm going to post this tonight, so you will have this and you will understand why my stuffing is late. But I work days on Thursday, Friday, 7 to 7, and so of course the banks will be closed. And then on Saturday, Sunday, when I'm on nights, of course they are not open for the weekend, so I will not be able to pull this money out until Monday, which we will stuff middle of the afternoon, probably after I have my sleep. So let's get into it. We are gonna just kind of play around with where the paper is and where I need it to be to write, so bear with me. So the first thing we're gonna start out with is our bills. Now, our first one that we have is our car payment. And this one is due on the 18th of the month. Now, the 18th, we've just paid this, but because the 18th was a weekend, they took it out on Monday. So that was a little bit late, but that was okay. We are going to be putting $215 in here. The actual cost is $430, but this will be $215 in this envelope. Cell phone is $80 that we usually put towards this, and this envelope also just got paid, so this $80 will be all that's in there. DRO, we're going to add $5, and let me just grab my envelopes really quickly, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Did you guys expect me to be prepared? Really? Okay, so let's flip here, and I realize it's out of frame, but I will fix it in just a second. Okay, so DRO has 100, 200, 220, 230, 35, 40, 240. So with the additional $5, we're looking at $245. My watch is like, it's time to get up off your butt, but I'm like, I literally just sat down. Okay, next we have insurance, and this will be due following our bill exchange. This is always done at the end of the month, but for insurance we're going to add $130, and we do have $130 in here already, so this will bring us up to $260. Loan interest. Now, where I've paid off a fair amount of my credit line, my loan interest was $47.44, I believe, or 49 something maybe last month. So we're hoping for that, but we're still stuffing for more. And any money that I don't spend on this, I will put back into my credit line payment next month. So we're gonna add $50. And there's $50 here as well. So this will bring that envelope up to $100. Next is power bill. Power bill is empty right now. We're gonna add its usual $105 for a total in the envelope $105. Property tax. Now this is where next week's bill exchange kind of gets a little bit spoiled. We're going to talk about what's in these envelopes. So property tax is ready to go back to the bank. So you will see there is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, $1,000. And with the $115 we're going to add, we will be at $1,115 in our property tax. So that will officially be getting a 1K slip and be going back to the bank to build up some interest for me. There's my first fumble of the day. And that's really exciting, guys. Subscriptions. So I've added these little tabs on here. You will see, if you've been following along, you know that I have Spotify and iCloud. iCloud, I did take the money out of this envelope to pay where that already came out, and that's sitting in my bank envelope off to the side. And then my Spotify comes out at the end of the month. That's $11.49 per month. But Plum Plus is a yearly subscription that I entirely forgot that I had. That just renewed a couple days ago now. That's $45 per year. So I'm going to start stuffing for that. I did have extra money in my spending this week, so I just paid that rate off. So this is for 2023 we're stuffing for now. This is basically like a bookstore in Canada. I don't think you guys have it in the States, but you might. It's Chapters Indigo here. And this is basically just like a membership rewards, but this is the next step up. It's like the premium level. It's basically like the executive level for Costco kind of deal. And you get free shipping and points on books and things that you buy. So this I really wanted because I'm a big reader. My mom's a big reader, and it's totally worth it. This $45 per year. I actually, when I renewed, I earned $20 worth of points. So basically, I've already gotten pretty much a free book at this point. So that wasn't bad for me. So we're going to start stuffing for this next, well, probably not next time. We're going to stuff $15 this week for our Spotify payment. And then we'll kind of just work up this extra $45 moving forward from here. So subscriptions is going to get $15, and that will be the only money in there. TV internet is going to get its usual $80, and it also just got paid. And last but not least is utilities. Now, utilities is my water sewer bill, which I pay twice a month in March and September, so it's not due until September, but we have that amount saved. So we're actually working on 2023's payments now. So in here we have 100, 150, 170, 190, 195, 200, 205. So we're gonna add $5 to this envelope this week. And that will put us up to $210, which our payment, basically twice a year is $187-ish. So that takes us to the end of our bills binder, guys, which let's put that aside. My bills binder, like, thank God for the envelopes that I got from Neeks, because it used to be so much thicker. It was really just quite bulky, but it's not too bad now, even though I do have a fair amount of bills. For the love of God, I wish we could just cut some out. Okay, so we're gonna kind of turn it this way a little bit, just so that it's all on camera for you guys. For our cash envelopes, let's dig out my wallet and we'll have a look at that. Okay, so the first one we have is beauty. In beauty, we have 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, $75. And we're gonna be adding an additional $25. We've got receipts everywhere. Okay, so beauty is going to get $25, and that will bring it up to $100. Eating out is empty. Nobody is surprised about that. That's gonna get its usual $70. Oh shoot, that hurt. For a total of $70. Next, we have fun. So my previous cash stuffing, well, my video where I explained what I stuffed, I said that we were capping this at $100. So I have not spent anything this week. I think I'm gonna leave this. I think I might just go to the movies when the movie comes out in July, when the Crawdads sing. I really want to, or sing, sorry, I want to go see that. So we're just gonna leave that till then. But fun, where it's capped at 100, we're not gonna add anything because it's sitting at the cap already. Gas has $10 left, so this $10 will be going to our $10 savings challenge. We're gonna leave this alone for now. We will kind of, let me see. So I wrote down my envelope challenge at the bottom. No, I didn't forget about it. I just haven't had a lot of stuff in it lately. But this one I guess is like slow and steady, and I'm okay with that. I know there is a couple extra dollars sitting in envelopes, almost like the $100 the 100 envelope challenge. But I do it a little bit differently. I just stuff whatever money I have like left over from gas or whatever that is outside of the $5 and the $10 savings challenges into this envelope challenge box that I have. Haven't had anything for a while, but that's okay. But the $5 challenge and the $10 challenge, we are going to add one $10 bill. Next, we should write in the fact that we are going to budget $200 for gas, and that will leave us with $200. Gas right now is $2.16.4 where I am. I heard it's supposed to go down 6 cents, so hopefully that will be a little bit of relief. Prices will start dropping, but inflation and carbon tax and all that crap, I'm just over it. It's costing me quite a bit of money to fill my tank, and I do live in quite a rural area. So this is really unavoidable for me, even if I don't want to spend this money, because I have, over the course of the last several cash stuffings, been upping this consistently. So if you've watched my progress, you've seen how we've gotten to the $200, and it makes me sick, but I do have to say my tank is pretty damn full, which, considering everything else, I'll count that as a win. Okay, so gas. Now, groceries, we do have some money left over. We have $20.35, and these two $10, $5 bills will be going to our challenges. The $20 we're just gonna roll over. And we have been finding that budgeting $200 works really well. So we're gonna keep doing that. Now that means we're gonna put $180 in this envelope for a total of $200. And we are also gonna add a little mark here to our $5 savings challenge and one to our $10 savings. Household, we have $40. We ended up spending, I think, $10 out of here for, I think I bought nail polish and I took it out of here instead of beauty, because I do count this as like my general house envelope with all my toiletries and stuff. So that's where we're at with that. Household, we are adding $20, and that will mean we have $60 left. Miscellaneous, we have $50 left, and we're also going to add $20 here as well. Sorry guys, I know it's annoying me moving my wallet in and out of frame, but just with my hand right now, I'm really struggling with like range of motion and where stuff is. So I just try and like have it out of my way as much as I can do. So miscellaneous, that'll bring us up to 70. And then Polaris, actually had a fair amount of money spent on him. I do need to buy a litter next time I go to the store. But we also bought him a flea treatment for fleas that he doesn't freaking have, as per this vet that I'm not super keen on. So we're just doing the flea treatment just to show that it doesn't actually work for his skin issues, because his problem is not fleas. So even though that was $50 and it was a big slap in the face, we still did it because my little man, he's worth it for me. But that brought his envelope down quite a bit. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 110. But we're going to add $65 to Polaris's envelope this week. And that will be a huge help, especially where I know that I have to buy him litter. I'm hoping to just build this fund up a bit. So that will bring us up to $175 for him. And last but not least, spending does have $5 left. You're probably like, you spent $150 in the past 2 weeks. Yeah, I did. But some of that was on, so I spent $45 on the Plum Plus, and then there was something else that I bought that I took out of here for another like $50. I think maybe like a vacuum and a broom or something last night. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take it out of my spending and then not touch my household. So that's what I did. So I have $5 left here. We're gonna leave that for now, but of course we will be putting that in our challenge. So spending, we're going to add $20 for a $20 total. And then we are also adding another $5 bill here. So that's what we're gonna put in our $5 and our $10 savings challenge this week, because I don't take it out of anywhere else but my cash wallets. And let's just kind of go back and add these up as we go. I've already done that off camera, so you don't have to watch me struggle with the calculator. But our bill total this week is $800, and left over we're gonna have $1,117. So 117, and our cash envelope total that we're putting in is a nice neat $600, and that leaves us with $517. All right, so let's move over here to our sinking funds. I do have a fair amount of change in my wallet, as you can hear jingling all around. I will be leaving that in here until we do our June closeout, after we've done our bill exchange and all that, because I do find keeping my change in here all month and then depositing it is a lot more convenient for me than doing it every 2 weeks, putting it in the jar, because I spend a lot out of my change and I don't always love to track that necessarily. I used to keep really close grants on it, but now I just don't bother, because if I have the money in my change, I spend it. If I don't, guess I'm not. And I use it a lot for like if I want to get a pop before I go into work at night or something silly like that. Okay, so sinking funds. This video, guys, is so long already. I'm sorry. Not sorry. You knew this was gonna happen when you showed up. So let's set this right here. The first one that we're going to talk about is our Adventurous Envelope. Now, Adventures, not that we're planning to go far, but we might have a little bit more of a leash now that gas is going to drop just a tiny bit. We're going to budget $510, Jesus, no. We have $517 left over from our cash envelopes, so we're gonna budget $10 for Adventures. And in Adventures we have $20, $40, $50, so that'll put us up to $60. Which that's getting up there nicely. This will be a nice little day trip if I choose to go anywhere. Budget and planner. I've behaved myself. I'm so proud of that. I haven't spent any of this, so we are building it up, and my planner goes to the end of the year, so that would be potentially the next thing I spend this on. I'm going to try and avoid that, so we've still got $50 here. Same as Adventures. This is going to go up to $60. Next we have car maintenance. Now, I just took out money for my registration that we do yearly here, I haven't done my motor vehicle inspection yet. That's due every 2 years. But my registration was $108. So in car maintenance, we have 100, 200, 220, 230, 35, 40, 240. And we're gonna add $15 to bring that up to $255. Next is Christmas. It's getting its usual $50. Now, you might be surprised to hear that we will be consolidating Christmas. We have generally left it in the $50 bills, but we're gonna take $500 out of this to switch over to $100 bills. So that will help kind of tidy this up a bit because we have a lot. We have 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, plus the 50 we're going to add will put us at a $750 total. So we'll have 250 in 50s, and then we'll have some nice brown dollar bills, $100 bills. $750, and we're getting close because our total here is 1,000. So I might even just push to kind of get this done more quickly because this is kind of draining where a lot of my money is going lately. Fireman's Lotto, this is like just basically it's a draw that happens every 2 weeks. It's like a 50-50, or it happens every week, I guess. And so you pay $2 a go. So for 52 weeks, it costs $104 to do a whole year's worth. I'm gonna fill this envelope this time because we are so close to the top, and just fully fund this for next year because it's all paid up until January of 2023. So we have a $2 coin in there, and we have 50, 60, 65, 70. So to reach 104, we're gonna add $32 to Fireman's Lotto, and that will also free up not a whole lot of cash flow, but $5, which is, you know, better than nothing. Oops, that's not even close, right? $32 for 104. And this is one of the only envelopes that I don't mind changing because it is such an awkward amount, and that's why I have one of the zippered ones for that. Now, landscaping, we've spent quite a bit of money over the last few weeks. We did buy some stuff last night. We bought some, it sounds weird, some shower curtains to go on the inside of it, basically to give me some privacy and help maybe soak up some of the moisture from the rain. But I bought 3 shower curtains to go around like 3 of the 4 sides, and I don't know if I'm going to use them all or not yet, so I'm hanging on to those. I might take some back, but we spent, I think, $70 out of here last night for that. So we have 100, 150, 160, 170, 180. We're gonna add $20 to make that an even 2. Next we have medical. Now, medical, I was stuffing for a potential expense in October, but that is going to be next year. And I should have enough money for like any drugs post-surgical removal of my cysts because I have 200, 220, 230, 240, 45, 50. We've already got 250 in here. And we're gonna add another $10. Hopefully there should be $300 by the time we go for surgery. But God love Canada's Medicare system because really you've only got to pay a couple dollars for some good meds. New cars next. And we're going to add $15 this week to 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 550. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. 570, 590, 95, $600 a new car. So total will be $615. Whoa. I really am getting ahead of myself here today. I don't know what it is. I think it's just my last day off and I'm like not really ready to go back to work, but I have to, and I did CPR recertification this morning, and I'm just like dragging my butt. Special occasions, so we spent some money for Father's Day. We spent $50. So we have $80 left in here. We're gonna add $10 because our next special occasion, well, it'll be Canada Day, but I generally don't spend a whole lot on Canada Day. And then anything between then and probably, I don't know, Thanksgiving, Halloween in October, won't be spending much money there. So that leaves us with $90. Wants, we're not adding anything to. We always put our spending roll over here, but where we're putting it in the challenges, we have $90 still here. And there are some video games coming out, but they're not till either the end of the year or December next year, so I've got lots of time. And I'm also saving up for a Dyson because why not? I need one desperately. All right, so wants got 0, and that leaves us with 90. So envelope total here was 172, and that leaves us with 345. Oh my god, my printing's so bad with this finger. It's really killing me. I normally like pride myself on how neat I write, but I'm struggling. Okay, so we're gonna go back to my bills binder for just a moment. Credit card has nothing. We're gonna pay that off basically the next time I go to the bank. Well, not the next time. Probably after my bill exchange, and when I unstuff my expenses for the end of the month, we'll take all of that back. There's like $44 basically. That was my Plum Plus membership. So credit line has $225. We're gonna add another $75 this pay for $300, and that will bring our total that we owe on our credit line down to $9,400. So we are making some progress. Credit card is getting nothing, and we're just gonna say the balance is about $45. Credit line will get to, no, it'll get 75. And that'll bring it up to 300 with the balance remaining $9,400. So extra debt total is 75, and left over here brings us down to 270. We're almost at the end. I know this has been a really chatty video, but I kind of prefer that, especially where I haven't sat down and taken some time to like really be with y'all in a little bit. What was the highlight of your previous week? Like, did you guys do anything for Father's Day? Like, anything fun? Did you just stay in? Nothing wrong with that, but let me know down in the comments. And then we will hit up the savings part of this video, which we're not putting much into our cash savings this week as usual. We're just doing $10, but that's okay. And that will bring us up to not much. And I think I'm gonna take this to the bank maybe when it hits 100 again, and then what's in the bank will be $500, and we'll just move forward from here. Somebody asked me why I didn't have any like $500 slips or $100 placeholder slips, but I just don't bother with that. I've got a whole bunch of 1K slips, and that's really when I start to take money back to the bank, but this has kind of been an exception to that rule. So we have $40 here. The $10 we add will bring us to $50. And our emergency fund is gonna get $50, and that will bring us up to 1,000. Okay, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, and 50 with the addition. So we are making some steady progress there. So 1,550. And then we are pretty much done for our savings outside of the challenges, which I'm not going to count in this video. We will do it in my, basically my bill exchange will be the next time that we count any of this stuff. But we are going to be exchanging some money here, which is really exciting. So for a $3,000 savings challenge, we're going to be adding $80. And so the total, we're just going to write a mystery. Then we have our $5,000 savings challenge, and we're also going to add $80. And again, total's a mystery. And we do have one more challenge here, our $25 per week, which is not doing all that bad on its own either. I'm not gonna count it, but you can see we've got a fair amount in here. So that will get $50 because I do cash stuff bi-weekly. So for savings total, we are adding this additional $270 plus our $5 and our $10 savings challenges, which we don't count as part of this budgeted amount, of course. And so our leftover is 0 for a zero-based budget. And I just want to say, these challenges, the $5 and the $10 challenge, guys, they're starting to get thick. I made some good progress the last stuffing that unfortunately you guys didn't even see because I did it in Halifax. But we're making some moves, and I don't think we're going to consolidate these. I think I am going to go with the mason jar idea that when these envelopes get too thick, I'll just take out all the money that's in there, throw it in a mason jar, and count it at the end of the year and deal with it then. But otherwise, that is kind of it for our budget this week. I know it was a long chatty video, but I really, really appreciate having you along for the ride. I hope everything's good in your neck of the woods. Please comment, like, subscribe. Probably nobody stayed this late into the video, and that's okay. But I appreciate you showing up at all. So I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.